Hello, I'm here to do my final check-in for the 2022 Chloe Ting Get Tone Challenge. Just letting you know how everything finished up for me, what I got out of the experience, and also to share with you the new direction I'm heading in with the Chloe Ting Challenge and where you can get updates if you want to continue to follow along as I vlog about my experience going forward, because I am going to continue to work out with her. I ended up not seeing any change, really. I mean, very little change for the final week of this particular challenge. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, there was just so much strength training back to back to back with not sufficient enough rest, at least not for me. And I know that she did tell us, if you feel like you need another rest, day, to go ahead and take it. I really wanted to stay on track with the challenge. I wanted to complete it in 28 days because I do have myself on a training cycle, and I really want to stick with that. I have certain goals that I'm looking to hit by that 50th birthday coming up for me on October 13th this year. So I didn't want to start straggling behind, and really just wanted to see it through on schedule. And maybe I should have taken a few extra rest days. That probably would have been the smarter thing to do. But I didn't. It's not what I did. And I'll own that. I'll take accountability for that. That's all fair. But I definitely I just wanted to see it through, and I wanted to finish it on time. So I did notice I had a lot more soreness with this challenge, just incorporating the weights. And I did feel a lot more fatigue with this challenge. And again, I think a lot of it just has to do with the way the challenge is structured. There's so much heavy emphasis on training the lower body kind of back to back to back, that I felt like there just needed to be more rest days to sort of break that up so the muscles actually have a chance to recover. That being said, I really appreciate Chloe's offering, and I have been helped out so much by her training program, by her website, everything she's brought forward. I love her attitude. I'm going to continue to work out with her. I think just with my personal goals, though, that I sort of had more resonance with the weight loss challenge. And I think that's because it's more in alignment with what I'm really looking to achieve at this point. I'm looking to, release the excess weight. I'm very excited to start the Get Shredded challenge, right? And I discovered that she is going to be starting a brand new one, a 2022 Get Shredded challenge. And that's actually coming up on Monday, this upcoming Monday. So I am starting that. I got all signed up for it on her website, ready to go. And it's kind of fun because I have a really good friend, Jen Ray. She's been my friend for, just like forever. I've known her now for 30 years, something like that. I've known her a long time. We've been friends for a long, long time. And has it already been 30 years? Yeah, I met her when I was 22. So almost 30 years, pretty darn close to 30 years, about 28 years, That's a long time. She's been a real true blue friend to me, and I've been sharing about the Chloe Ting experience with her. And she said, what if I did it with you? Do you want to do the Get Shredded challenge together? And I was like, yeah, totally. And we were going to start this week on Tuesday. We were going to start, but then when we went to the website to sign up for the challenge, we realized that she's putting out a new one, next Monday. And we're like, well, we want to do the new one. And the thing with the website is, Chloe doesn't have any 1 week challenges. So it's not like we could just hop on one of her 1 week challenges and call it good. So I thought, well, why don't we do 1 week with a different a different program, you know? Let's do 1 week with a different trainer. And I'd been hearing a lot about Grow with Joe. And I was curious, I was just curious, what does Grow with Joe have to offer? Because I know that I am going to take a break from Chloe Ting's training over the summer. Summertime is going to be kind of my active season. So in terms of like periodization training, that would typically be the time during active season when somebody who plays a sport would be actually actively engaged in playing their sport. Well, I like to do a lot of outdoor recreational activities in the summer for my exercise. I have a TRX system. I like to go to the park and, just loop, my TRX over like a goal post or, whatever I can find handy and just bust out my sets outdoors. I enjoy things like hiking. I like to go swimming. I really like doing outdoor activities in the summer and just moving into that flow. And also this summer, I want to do a lot more focus on dance. And I think I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but I want to bring in some Mike Peel stuff. If you haven't checked out his stuff on YouTube, he's great too. And I just want to give a shout out to these other creators on YouTube because I just really love the idea of this like being a big community and we all support each other and like call out each other's achievements and celebrate each other's offerings. And, when I come across something good, I want other people to know about it. And I love Mike Peel's dance workouts are just awesome. And I love how he breaks down the choreo and just has you drill it because I'm a dancer and I performed as a dancer for years. So for me, that's like home for me, that dance drilling, it does something for me. And I haven't been able to really be involved with dance on that level for a couple of years now. And I'm really looking to like just get my dance chops back. I don't know if I will perform again. I mean, I do have the opportunity to do that if I want to, and I may. I have always wanted to do a feather fan dance down on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. So, maybe that'll happen. It is kind of like a bucket list thing for me. So, that's also another inspiration for getting in shape. It would be great to like hit the stage in the best shape of my life, turning 50. But we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out and what opportunities come my way. But I do want to do more of that like dance drilling in the summer and also just like freestyle dance and dive a bit more into my creativity again. So I think Mike Peel is going to be kind of one of my staples, over the summer months, as well as all my outdoor recreational activities. And then, we decided to try Grow with Joe. And so we've been working out with Joe over the past, few days. We started on Tuesday and we're just doing her workout schedule that she has listed on her homepage on her YouTube channel. Every week she like puts out a new workout training schedule. And so we thought we'd try it out, and see what we thought of it. It's interesting. Up until today, we were kind of like, oh, well, her intensity feels easier than Chloe's. And I thought, well, that's okay. This will be a good warm up, a good precursor for Chloe Ting's Get Shredded Challenge, because I've heard the Get Shredded Challenge is like the toughest challenge that Chloe offers. And this year she decided to add an extra week. In the past, it's been a 2-week challenge. This year, it's a 3-week challenge. So I'm trying to get prepared for that. I'm ready though. Like I'm in it to win it. I'm excited to get it started. I'm excited to see how big of a change I can make, in my body, how big of a change I can make just in my performance level and how I feel. So I am really looking forward to it. It's exciting. And I'm especially excited because I have my friend doing it with me. So that's fun. We hop on the phone with each other and we like start the videos at the same time and we work out together and it's super encouraging. And we live across the country from each other. She lives back in California and I'm over here in Detroit. So, it's nice to be able to still feel close to her, and like we're in something together, and we can share our experiences. And it's been really cool because at night we've been sending each other links for like different relaxation activities, stress reducing activities. Sometimes it's been a sound bath. Sometimes it's been an ASMR video. Sometimes it's been a restorative yoga session, and we're bringing this piece in, the self-care, and we're doing the same things, so it's really cool because I feel like we're developing this whole like approach to our fitness, and we're supporting each other in it. So that's been something new that's come into my journey that's a lot of fun. And so she's in this with me, and I'm really excited because we're going to be journeying for a month together and checking in with each other every day. And I've been getting my act together. I've been setting my alarm, and I've been getting up earlier in the morning. I've been shifting my bedtime. I've been starting to get off social media in the evening, because one thing that I'm really recognizing as a person my age is that, once you're in your 40s, there's a whole different approach to fitness, and there definitely comes in this piece about hormonal balance and really tending to your nervous system and keeping your stress down. And this is like so key, when I was 20 years old, I didn't need to think about any of that. I just did whatever workout, and it benefited me. But a lot shifts, as you're in that transitionary stage of your life. And that piece becomes a lot more important. The stress management becomes a lot more important. And, that's one thing that I've really discovered over the past 3 challenges that I've done with Chloe Ting is how essential that piece is. So I'm really wanting to bring this into focus with the next challenge I'm taking on, and moving forward from this point to make sure that I have a very solid stress management routine in place. And for me, this really looks like getting up earlier, getting my workout in first thing in the morning, so it sets my day off on the right foot, sets my day off from a place of, putting my self-care first, filling my cup first before I go out into the world and extend my energy to other people. And that feels really good. And it feels like a very positive shift for me. And then again, getting all my work done earlier in the day as opposed to working really late into the night, making sure that I'm getting good rest, making sure that I'm tending to my nervous system, that I'm incorporating breaks for stress release within my day, and that I'm, doing something to unwind and relax and just receive some nourishment. And I've done that in different ways, and nourishment that goes beyond food, right? Because for me in the past, late night eating has been an issue, but I've really gotten in the habit of sort of like kitchen's closed at 8 p.m. And after 8, it's all about just self-care time. And I find that this is really beneficial for me. So just bringing in those relaxation practices in the evening, not going on Facebook, not going on Instagram, and just kind of pulling my energy back and using it as a time to rest, restore, and renew. It feels really positive. And so this has really been a focus this week. I thought I was going to be starting Chloe Ting's challenge this week, but she's not releasing it until next Monday. So this week it's all about Grow with Joe. And, this really strong self-care relaxation practice. And I'm really curious to see, how does that shift things in terms of the weight release, and in particular around my waistline, right? Because I've shared that that's really my focus, since that waist measurement has a lot to do with your precursors for certain, disease risks such as diabetes, heart disease, and both of these are, something that I want to be aware of because there is a genetic link in my family for both of those conditions. So definitely being mindful of that. I mean, I've had all my blood panels done. The doctors have let me know that I'm in a really solid place, and they've told me whatever I'm doing, keep doing it because I'm on the right track and my numbers look excellent. So that's very encouraging. My blood pressure is at a really good place. Like My health stats are excellent, you know? And so for me, it's just like getting this extra weight off my body at this point. But doing it in a way that's natural and where my body comes to its natural size, which I'm not sure what that will be, you know, as I'm heading closer to my 50s. It may be very different from what it was in my 20s, but I just know that I'm not there yet, you know. I'm not there yet because I do feel like extra wear and tear on my joints, and sometimes, you know, my back bothers me. I just feel it, you know. I feel it in my body on certain levels. So I feel a lot better than I used to. But I definitely have some more to go. But for me, it's not really so much about changing anything dietarily because I am an intuitive eater. My diet is pretty darn healthy. I favor healthy food. I actually prefer it because I like the flavor and I also like the way it feels in my body. That doesn't mean I never have a treat, but definitely, you know, 90 to 95% of my diet is really healthy food. And then the rest is, you know, more relaxed, you know, but it's not a science. I don't count calories. I don't watch my macros. You know, I don't do any of that. I just wait until I'm hungry. And then when I'm hungry, I just kind of take a moment to close my eyes and I put my hands on my tummy and I just sort of turn my attention inward and I just ask my body like, what sounds good? What do you want today? You know, what sounds like it'd be nourishing for you? And I let whatever comes forward guide me. And I'll tell you, like, the more you get in touch with your body, the more that you listen to your body, the more that you discover that your body really wants to eat food that gives it good quality fuel, you know? You want food that tastes good as well. You don't want to eat stuff that you have to like gag down just because somebody told you it's healthy. But you know, the piece about how it makes you feel and the energy it gives you is so key, especially when you're training. It's just like a no-brainer. And that's one thing that's really excellent, you know, for people who are having a hard time with intuitive eating, sort of getting the, you know, gentle nutrition piece dialed in. I would say once you really make a commitment to give your body movement, regular movement, you know, even if it's just like 15 minutes a day of intentional exercise, you know, until you break a sweat. Let's say that's where you need to start out. That's your starting point. You recognize it as you start to give your body that care. You know, exercise really makes you feel connected to your body, and it actually enables you to increase your inner hearing so you can really understand what your body is asking for and what it needs. And once you land in that place, it becomes very natural for the nutrition piece to just automatically fall into place. It's just sort of a natural extension of that, because when you're training on a regular basis, when you're giving your body exercise on a regular basis and you feel connected to your body, you don't want to eat things that make you feel sick or make your energy drag or give you digestive distress. You just don't, you know, and it actually sabotages your performance in a workout, makes your workouts more difficult. So I really feel like these things are kind of, they go hand in hand, and they can be very supportive practices just for helping you become more connected to your intuition and really discovering what foods nourish you. I definitely recommend though, like dropping all this like sort of advice from the experts, right? Because you're not a fool. Like, you know what's nutritious, you know what's not, you know? You've learned this stuff your whole life, you know? How many different diet books have you all read? You know, how many different you know, TV shows have you watched, you know, where they're talking about what's healthy? Like, you know, what do you think is healthier, a piece of white bread or a piece of sprouted whole grain bread? I think you know the answer to that, you know. What's going to be healthier, a piece of pepperoni, sausage, you know, pizza, or a veggie supreme? What do you think? It's a no-brainer. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't take a lot to figure out the answers to these things. And I think part of the problem is that we've given so much of our power away to like outside authorities, as they know better what our bodies need. But we know, and we're not fools, you know. It's just about really connecting with how our bodies are feeling and letting that be what guides us. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to dialing in this piece though, and just seeing how I'm influenced with this go. I was gonna say go with the flow of Joe, but grow with Joe. And it is a flow. It's like a whole new flow. I do really like her personality too. Like Chloe, she's very positive. She's very encouraging. She's fun. And I just want to give her a shout out because I've enjoyed working out with her the past few days. She brings a lot of fun into it, which is really cool. I really appreciate that. I also appreciate that she doesn't do talking, during the workouts. It's just like upbeat music and you can follow along, and she brings just a lot of lightheartedness to it. And we kind of at this point, when we first started the first couple of days, we were like, oh, this is a lot easier, than, at least for me, it had been a lot easier than what I had been doing with Chloe. But then today I was like, okay, all right, Joe brought it today, she brought the plyometrics in and picked up the intensity, and I'm definitely sore, I'm feeling it. So I'm like, okay, Joe's bringing some fire. I can respect that. So I think that over the summer, while I'm bringing in these other pieces, I'm going to go ahead and follow, Grow with Joe's weekly schedule to sort of like stay on track with something consistent. Because I will say that's also something that I've definitely benefited from with the Chloe Ting challenge, is just that accountability, the convenience of having it already planned out for me, to be able to go to her website, look on my schedule, know what the exercises I am doing for the day is, be able to mark it off when I'm done, and have that little anime figure of Chloe cheering for me. It's like all these little touches. It's very encouraging. It's really kept my morale up, and it's helped me stay focused. So I'm super grateful to Chloe, down 43 total body inches. It's really impressive. I pretty much held steady the last week. I pretty much held steady. I had a little loss. I think I talked about that. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a half an inch off my waist or something. And then my week of active rest, I just maintained. It wasn't a really big result that last week, but I do have to say, I think that was more because two reasons. There wasn't really any cardiovascular training with the Get Tone Challenge. It was pretty much strictly focused on strength training. The second piece is that there wasn't enough rest. And so, that does come into play. And I'm not weighing myself. I'm going by measurements. I do my weekly waist measurement, and then I do beginning and end of challenge total body measurements. And so that's what I've been doing to track. And what a lot of people don't know is that when you start lifting weights, the first month of focusing on weight training, your muscles actually retain a lot of fluid. So that could also be part of the reason why I didn't see as big of results this round. It's also my third challenge. So, that's another reason why I'm kind of happy that we have this 1 week of working out with Grow with Joe before we go into the next Chloe Ting challenge. Because it allows me to switch it up a little bit, and maybe that'll get my body guessing a bit, and that might spark some better results this week. So I'll be really interested in seeing what happens with that, just doing a different workout this week, as well as combining it with the stress reduction and the relaxation activities and tending to the nervous system and creating that space at night to receive and have nourishment, getting my sleep more dialed in, getting to bed earlier, getting up earlier. I'm really curious. So I'm excited to see how things turn out after this week. And then Monday, I'm diving into the Chloe Ting 2022 Get Shredded Challenge, and I'm super excited about it. I'm in it to win it. I didn't know I was going to be going 3 weeks with it, but I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready to meet it. And after that, I'm going to go into my, active summer cycle with Grow with Joe, Mike Peel, and just doing freestyle, whatever I feel like doing, recreationally to enjoy the summer season. And then come fall, I'm going to get back on the Chloe Ting challenge again. So I'm just taking a summer break from Chloe just to mix it up. I want to keep my body guessing. I don't want to plateau, I want to keep moving. So it's good to switch it up. So very excited. I got to explore Grow with Joe this week, and then I get to do it with a friend, and then I get to do the Chloe Ting challenge with a friend. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have tuned into this vlog and have shared in this experience with me. I really wanted to let the people at Broad Coven, the subscribers here, get to see like a personal side of me, beyond just the reader, and see what I'm up to in my day-to-day life. And I wanted to connect with you all on a real level and just share something that's important to me, so we could kind of feel more of a sense of like community here. But I am going to be taking this vlog over to my other YouTube channel, Cobra's Medicine Bag. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner. I'm an intuitive eating counselor. I'm licensed, and all that jazz. And I do a lot of like personal development work, and work in alignment with those two fields over on Cobra's Medicine Bag. And I'm bringing all kinds of stuff in relation to that over there. And so as I've sunk into it more, I really feel like it's time for me to transition this vlog and my experience with this over to Cobra's Medicine Bag, because it's very in alignment with what I'm going to be bringing in there and what I'm developing over there. But of course, I'm leaving up the videos that I have posted here on Broad Coven, just so it feels complete. Like, I shared these first 3 months with you all. And if you'd like to continue to watch me on my journey, head on over to Cobra's Medicine Bag. I don't have, a unique URL yet. I still need to get my subscribers up there. I'm pretty new on YouTube. I haven't even been at this for a year. I started back late fall, just this past year. So, I'm very much in a building phase and putting myself out there. But I just want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. You've been supporting me and the vision I have here, and connecting with me and sharing your experiences, bringing your comments in. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you'd like to follow this aspect of my journey and hear how things go over the summer and with the Chloe Ting challenge come fall, go ahead and, hit up my Cobra's Medicine Bag page, subscribe over there. I do readings over there too. They got a whole different flavor. It's more personal development oriented. It's not as spicy as it is over here, it's a little more esoteric and spiritual, but that's another aspect of me too. I'm a multifaceted person, as we all are. So it's kind of nice. Like, there's these two different sides of me that I get to express through these different outlets of the work that I do in the world. And it's very rewarding. I feel very blessed up to be able to do this work. You can find the link to Cobra's Medicine Bag in the description box of this video. Okay. I'm going to put it in there for you so you can easily just like click on over and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can stay up to date when that and the other content I put up there comes out. And again, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Your encouragement has really kept me going at times. It's been a wonderful support for me just to know that, I have this accountability of showing up and letting the community know how I'm doing with the challenge. So I really appreciate the way you played a part in my healing journey. And I thank you for being part of Broad Coven and supporting me and all I'm bringing forward here. You're a big part of it. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope to see you over on Cobra's Medicine Bag when I start the challenge next Monday. All right, take care.